All right, welcome to another episode of my podcast today. I think it's going to be a utilitarian podcast, things we need to know before we start planning to open our restaurant. Actually, tools to help us plan to open our restaurant. It's Sunday morning. It's going to be a busy day again today. So here we go. For us in the industry, we don't shop in the normal grocery stores, right? First of all, quantities are not there. And number two, prices are not what we want as well. It's too expensive basically because basically at the grocery store what they do, they buy from the grocer, the distributor, and we are going straight to the distributor. So to give you an example of what I have to deal, that's with one of my restaurants. Of course I will use the same suppliers with the other restaurants that I own, but depending on what product is being sold, I'm gonna need different distributor. So this is just a little bird's eye view of what I have to deal with every, maybe some distributors once a week, some of them is every day, some of them is every day. So if we start with every day, I need fresh vegetables. So basically I have two vegetable guys because I have one who does the local. I'm on an island, right? I'm in Taiwan, so it's probably going to be the same at your place anyway. I have one who deals with the local stuff, let's say tomatoes or sweet potatoes here or stuff like that. Cabbage, right? Cabbage is really big in Taiwan. And my other vegetable distributor is more for imported stuff, like let's say broccoli, cauliflower, anything that is not grown in Taiwan basically, which costs a lot more money, of course, because we're an island, it's imported. Second distributor I have three of them. They're meat distributor. I have a guy who does my pork. Only in this restaurant, the biggest seller, of course, is my pork ribs. So I have a guy who only does pork ribs. They're locally sourced. I need the best pork ever because let's say 70% of all my sales is barbecue pork ribs in this restaurant. So yeah, we're not messing with that. I have a guy who does my beef, mostly American Angus prime or some Australian stuff. Also does my lamb, my rack of lamb, because I don't know, in Taiwan the lamb is not fantastic. So everything imported from New Zealand. I have another meat guy who does all my charcuterie, my cold cuts, I think you say in English. For my pizza toppings like salami, ham, and stuff like that. So you see that's already five suppliers for not even a quarter of my menu. After that, I have a soft drink guy, right? Distributor, Coke, Sprite, orange juice, and all that kind of stuff. Then I have another drink supplier. I have the milkman who comes every day, bring me milk because we don't want to stock too much. You see it's already starting to be a lot here. After that, I have the, what do I have? I made a list. I have two beer guys. I have guys who do the usual suspect like Herdinger, Heineken, Corona, and all this crap. And then I have a guy who imports all the IPAs from California and Canada. So because we have a craft beer service in my restaurant, it's kind of important to have a good selection for customers. Then after that, I have, my whiskey guys, right? I think I have two whiskey guys. One who does rare bottles, and I have a big collection here, like 180 bottles. So I have a guy who does all the rare stuff, and I have a guy who does all the usual suspect. See, already the list keeps growing up. I have to deal with this like every day, right? And then if I go down, I have my ice guy, because I don't make my ice myself. There's no purpose. Ice is cheap to buy. I buy a few bags every day. And that guy doubles as my fries guy. Because fries here are imported from Canada or the US because Taiwan is too small to grow potatoes. All right, let's continue. Then I have the oil guy. The guy who sells me my deep frying oil is also the same guy who's gonna come and pick up my old oil to be recycled. So that's another supplier we have. Then I have three companies who does my dry food. What I mean by dry food is pasta, chicken stock, everything that is base for everything. Artichokes, like to put on my pizza. I'm just gonna move this a little bit here. Sorry. right? So, like I said, there's a dry food guy. You know, I have 3 of them because some of them are specialized, like some dried tomatoes, artichoke hearts, and the other one will do like the usual, like just like normal pastas, like chicken stock and all this stuff, right? Everything that has to be in the restaurant to make the restaurant work. And I have another dry guy who's very specialized in, I call him a dry guy, but actually, sorry, I'm moving this a little bit. Actually, he specializes in cheese. Like I have pizza cheese here, I have fresh mozzarella, I have a lot of blue cheese and stuff like that. And since cheese is pretty rare in Taiwan, so I need to deal with another supplier. Then after that, you have to deal with, wait, just let me take a look at my list here. You have to deal with other stuff like every month, electricity, gas, and water. We have to pay for water in Taiwan. And then, of course, I have a plumber, an electrician, and a gas guy on retainer, right? If something breaks, it needs to be fixed fast. We can't have downtime in the restaurant. Time is money. So that's that as well I have to think about. Those are bills that comes all the time. Then I have my I have other bills from the place where they sell, I don't know how to say this in English. French is my first language, so bear with me. Glasses, plates, utensils, and stuff like that. Of course, things get broken in a restaurant, so every month I have to replace a few glasses, or, you know, I buy a few cases, but again, inventory is a killer, so I kind of try to buy as I go. But still, it's, you know, in the kitchen utensil and spanners and spoons and stuff like that. Checking on my barbecue sauce. So that's another bill that comes every month. What else do I have on my bill here? Oh yeah, you know, it seems stupid, but we're in the takeout generation right now with what's going on around the world. So I have a guy who specializes in all takeout box, bags and stuff like that. It's stupid, it's just bags, it's just boxes, but on the market, there's probably 1,000 different boxes and containers, so it takes, you know, you gotta choose them, and then you gotta make sure they have them in stock. And it's more stuff that you need to think about. I also use a Costco, they deliver to me. I use Costco for cans, like big cans of tomatoes, big cans of ketchup, right? I use them, you know, they have big specials, and once they have big specials, then I'll buy maybe 500 cans of tomatoes or 500 cans of purees, and then I put this in my warehouse because, of course, I have a warehouse because there's too much stuff here. I don't have the space for it here. So, and the warehouse actually holds the stuff for the other restaurants that I own. So, there you go. Another expense that I forgot to mention. What else is on this? Oh yeah, dishwashing machine. You need to pay every month, or every 2 months actually, for detergents and a rinser, because it's not just like you drop a little pellet in it. This is commercial grade. It kills bacteria. It cleans the grass, the fat, the oil, the grease. Ah, that's the word I was looking for. Just gonna move some things around here. There you go. So yeah, these are things that you gotta check out because they don't do themselves, right? Like a lot of people, they think like, well, I'll just call a distributor, I'll just call a supplier, but here's the thing, right? Some of them might have the same products, but they're not all the same prices, so you gotta be on the ball there, you gotta be shopping, you gotta ask for, you know, what's going on, do you have stock, you know? For example, especially if you want like specialized stuff, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find, so you got to make sure that you do have inventory. Sorry, I'm back in the frame. Yeah, so many things like this to think about. Oh, I also have the ice cream guy, of course, because what would you do without an ice cream guy? I have a guy who specializes in gelato and stuff like that, so milkshakes are super big seller in my restaurants. So I could probably go through, I don't know how to count this. I think it's a 20-liter cans, maybe 6, 7 every day. So if you multiply this by month, it's a lot of goddamn ice cream. What else is on my list here? Oh, the equipment guy. It's another guy you need to have in your life. Kitchen ranges, you don't know if you see in the back there, exhaust fan, pizza oven, grill, deep fryer, these things, you know, we use them hard, right? So they tend to wear, so it's another guy that you're not happy to see, especially the refrigerator guy. When that guy shows up, usually it's a compressor, and compressor is like $300 to $500 depending on the model of your refrigerator. So when people say, you know, oh, just open a restaurant, all you need is a fridge and a grill and then it's all gonna be okay, well, you're high. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. And also one thing to remember is that everybody tries to do it. That's why 3 out of 4 restaurants go bankrupt in the first year. That's gonna be another video, how to plan a restaurant properly and not just go like, if I build it, they will come. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, it's just things to think about. You know, if you're planning to open a restaurant, maybe you didn't see that side of the story. A lot of people, they just they don't see the back end of this, so that's why I make these videos. Now you see the back end, right? It's like I did it, what, 10 times now? This is restaurant number 10, so it's not impossible to do, but nobody helped me in my first one and made it very difficult. So I actually hope that this video helps you to plan and prepare for what you don't see in a restaurant. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think a little more. If you have any questions or anything like that, please just post in the comment section and I'll try to help. No, I don't know everything, but I think I've got a pretty darn good base here. So just let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next podcast. I think tomorrow is Monday. I'm going to be off tomorrow, but I'll see you on Tuesday or something like that. Cheerios.